Hey guys, I made another presentation about Chaos Rising, because we need to talk about Chaos Rising. Now, I'm going to give you a little heads up. This is all my opinions, and this is based off of playability, not collectability. If you like collecting the set, that's you, but I want to talk about playing it, and why I think it's the worst set for playing. I don't know if anybody's talked about it like this. I might be the first, but I don't know. So, in the slideshow, I put all the EXs that Chaos Rising has introduced. We have Mega Gallade, Dragalge, Greninja, Gourgeist, Cinccino, Mega Floette, Beedrill, Pyroar, Cobalion, and Krookodile. Now, we have a nice diversity of EXs, but a lot of them don't see a lot of playability. Gallade is okay. Dragalge I consider to be the best, but I can't even get it to work, so maybe it's not. Greninja, I'm seeing a lot being paired with Dragapult because of the ability and the attack. Gourgeist I don't see. Cinccino I'm seeing with Metal Maker Metang. Floette doesn't get used. Beedrill is okay. Pyroar no. Cobalion and Steelbox, and Krookodile. It's not a lot of good cards. Not a lot of them change the meta like how other sets did. Now here we have the trainers, with Great Hall Net, which is just basically a buffed up Super Rod for water types. We have Philippe, which is just a really good steel supporter, and Special Red Card. These are the best trainers we got in the set. The rest of them, like Roxy Performance. Oh, and Prism Tower is really good too. Very situational though. Roxy's Performance, Prism Tower, AZ's Tranquility, Magnetic Energy, Emma, and Bubbly Energy are all just very okay trainers. Nothing crazy at all. Then we have Transformation Tome, which is the worst I think I've ever seen. Nitro Energy is just not needed. Yeah, the Ang Floette is just horrible. And Adversity Policy is not good and not really... There's nothing supporting it, really. So we have 3 good trainers, and that's about it. Now, I did compare this to Perfect Order, which Perfect Order had Decidueye, Salazzle, Starmie, Lapras, Meowth, Clefable, Zygarde, Yveltal, and Skarmory. Decidueye had some gameplay. It was being used a little bit, but it's nothing too crazy. Salazzle was just never used. Starmie is used a lot because it's so powerful. Lapras could potentially be used, but not right now. Meowth is pretty much a staple in the decks. Skarmory is really good. I'm seeing it being used now, like a lot more with Steelbox and Metal Maker Metang, because it's just so strong. Yveltal, well, nothing too great. Zygarde is being used with Lucario, and it could be a normal deck with Barbaracle and all that. Clefable has a lot of potential, it's just no one's using it. And with the trainers that Perfect Order gave, there is more trainers. I couldn't fit them all. I just picked the ones I think are the best. It had Jacinthe, Energy Swatter, Tarragon, Telepathic Energy, Rocky Energy, Growing Energy, Pokepad, well, a remake of Pokepad, or a reprint of Pokepad, Rose's Encouragement, Pokemon Catcher, Judge, Crushing Hammer, and Energy Search. Jacinthe isn't used unless in a Psychic deck, but it is very good. Energy Swatter isn't used at all, but I think in the future it'll be really good. Tarragon is just a tulip, but for fighting. And then the special energies, all these special energies, all 3 of these, are better than the original, or better than Chaos Risings. Telepathic is basically a Buddy Buddy Poffins for any energy basic psychic, or any HP basic psychic. Rocky is like a missed energy for fighting, and Growing just gives grass types 20 more HP. Pokepad was in Ascended Heroes originally, but with the reprint of it, it made Pokepads cheaper, which is very good for players. But it did introduce also the full art one, so we have that one now. Rose's Encouragement isn't used, but if it's a really strong supporter for like maybe Dragapult or something, it has a lot of potential. Pokemon Catcher, Judge, Crushing Hammer, and Energy Swatter, or Energy Search, are all just reprints of original cards that were already there. But the reason why I added these is because now it shows that we're going to be able to use these in the future as well. So that's really good. And then this is the Build and Battle promos, or pretty much the Build and Battle decks these sets offer. Chaos Rising had Delphox, Ampharos, Crobat, and Goodra. Crobat being the most overpowered, Goodra being okay, Delphox is there, and Ampharos was horrible. Like, why make an electric deck for building for the pre-release when there's only 2 Pokemon that you can use. Emolga and then the Ampharos line. There's nothing else there. Then with Perfect Order, we had Barbaracle, Serperior, Doublade, and Tyrantrum. Yes, we had an overlap of fighting, but it shows different fighting ideas. Serperior didn't have Pokepads, but the reason why is because Serperior was very strong. And then Doublade was also very strong. And then the pre-release for Perfect Order was a lot more fun to me than the Chaos Rising one, because I got Ampharos. And it just made it really frustrating, and I've been frustrated with the game recently because of it. But I've been getting back into it. So, why am I comparing this to Chaos Rising? Or why am I comparing Chaos Rising to Perfect Order? The reason why is because Perfect Order is considered the worst set to ever come out. And also, if I compared Chaos Rising to any other set, Chaos Rising has no chance. And I did show that in the next slide. Ascended Heroes brought in Mega Frostlass, Electros, Dragonite, Pokepad, Canary, and the reason why Pheasantipede is there is because it made Pheasantipede's price lower. It used to be like a $16, $15 card. Ever since the release of Ascended Heroes, Pheasantipede went down to $5. So it made it easier for players to get the card. Or even newer players to even purchase the card if they're, don't have the money for it. Phantasmal Flames didn't release as much, but it did release a good amount. Mega Diancie, Toxtricity, Gengar, Lopunny, Dawn, Wondrous Patch, and Jumbo Ice Cream. It did have other stuff like Sharpedo. Sharpedo is being seen a little bit more, but is still not as good. Lopunny is being seen all over the place now because of Crustle. Diancie is there in certain situations. Toxtricity is a very good card, and then the trainers are also amazing. And then Mega Evolution, which is the biggest of them all, had Lily's Determination, Fighting Gong, Premium Power Pro, Mega Signals, Wally's Compassion, Forest of Vitality, Risky Ruins, and there's more trainers than that. Then for the Pokemon, I had Mega Kangaskhan, which is seen in like every deck. We have Mega Manectric, Celebi, Meganium, Mega Venusaur, Solrock Lunatone, which is huge in a lot of decks, Hariyama, Mega Lucario, Mega Mawile, Yveltal, Mega Absol, and Alakazam. These decks, like Lucario's a huge deck right now. Alakazam's a huge deck as well. Manectric has so much potential. Kangaskhan is in Raging Bolt, and it can be mixed by itself with Absol. Yveltal is just a really strong lock card. Mawile is good in sealed boxes that need it late. And then Venusaur is just good. Same with Meganium. Celebi is there because it helps grass decks get started. And this was the thing I posted yesterday. I forgot about it. But the reason I know a lot of people are like, oh, Chaos Rising is so good and it has so much stuff. But let's be honest. It doesn't have any good play cards. There's nothing in it that really changes the meta up compared to Pitch Black. Pitch Black is going to be changing so much up that it's going to be hard to take in all of it. Chaos Rising, again, like I said at the beginning, is a collector set. There's a lot of good collect cards. I didn't see anything I wanted, though, so I'm not going to be buying any more of it. But I just putting this as a warning to just players or people that want to get into the game of don't buy this set if you want to play. This set really does not change anything, and if you use some of these cards, you will not see a lot of success. The only ones, if you do buy the set and you want to play with a deck, I recommend Dragalge, Greninja, and Cinccino. Cinccino's been, like I said, Cinccino's been seen with Metal Maker Metang. Crocodile actually does have some potential, but I don't think it's good. Greninja has been seen with Dragapult, and Dragalge I've been working on. I'm trying to make it better. It's a little difficult, but it's slow progress, but it's working. But if you have any thoughts or want to share any thoughts with my ideas, I will gladly look in the comments of what you say. But again, this is my opinion and my opinion only.